Thank you for listening to this audiobook. This is Wild Desire, written by Sera Blackmoor and narrated by Google Play auto-narrated voice, Michelle. Audio copyright 2025, published by Sera Blackmoor. Prologue. Cesare. Past, somewhere in the world. Adrenaline is a hormone produced by the adrenal glands. When released into the bloodstream, it has the power to prepare the body to respond to stressful and dangerous situations. In other words, it makes us react purely on instinct. Very useful, without a shadow of a doubt, because thinking before acting is not always the best decision. A second can change an entire life. A look, a threat, a thoughtless but decisive action. A sure shot and it's over. Silence. Peace. Mission accomplished, or chaos. Can good and evil live in the same chest? Maybe yes. Probably no. I was a big guy with an appearance that suggested I was older than my early 20s. To complete the package that could put me on the list of guys with a bad boy exterior, I had several tattoos. I got the first one when I came of age, a tribute to Aunt Lenina and my mother, and then I never stopped. The two women I loved most in the world had gone to a better place. They were too good for this rotten world, and now live only in my memories, so the tattoo was the way I found to keep them very much alive in my mind and in my heart. On the left side of my chest, I tattooed their names with a compass. That image had a special meaning for me, the path to the future, the focus on the right direction, a new beginning, an essential meaning for life and the courage to always move forward. I was only 13 when my mother died, and still immature, I channeled my feelings in the wrong way. I became a troubled teenager who would start fights at school or, when I was at my best friend's parents' mansion, I would stay locked in my room for hours. Vito spent a lot of time there with me and it made me feel good. That was enough for me. However, Aunt Lenina was worried and said that it wasn't healthy. She took me to a psychologist, and the therapist advised me to exercise. That same week, Aunt Lenina enrolled my friend and me in the gym. In the first few days of weight training with a personal trainer, a sense of well-being began to emerge. We developed a taste for physical exercise and tried other activities offered by the gym, becoming particularly interested in martial arts. At first, we did Muay Thai, karate, Krav Maga, kickboxing and jiu-jitsu just for fun, but when I realized how good I was, I started to dedicate myself more, until I became one of the best. In fact, the best. After I came of age, I took a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?